If you listen to some of the songs that we have sung, not just recently in church, but that have been sung historically in church, a lot of them talk about the love that we have for Jesus. You know, a hymn, "My Jesus, I love thee, I know thou art mine." The little chorus, "I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice to worship you. Oh, my soul, rejoice." We often express our love for Jesus in music, but Jesus gave us a way that is his way of expressing our love for him. Not that singing about it is wrong, but in John chapter 14 and verse 15, he said, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments." It's very succinct. If you love me, you'll obey me. If you love me, you're going to follow me and do the things I've asked you to do. And in one sense, that changes our perspective on the things that Jesus does ask us to do. When we forgive someone, it's not because they deserve it, it's because Jesus commanded us to forgive. And if we love him, we'll keep his commandments. If we are spending time in prayer, and it's one of those times where it feels like our prayers aren't going anywhere, we persevere not because we feel something in prayer, but because if we love him, we'll obey his commandments. If we meet a need of someone, a need that we see, and maybe it's somebody who can never pay us back. In fact, that's the only really meeting of a need that Jesus said was of value. We don't meet that need to make ourselves feel generous or because we do somehow hope to get some karma back at some future time. We meet the needs because Jesus has commanded us to take care of the widows and the orphans, the poor people among us. So I would encourage you today to think about, what are the commands that I resist? What are the commands that are hard for me or don't make sense to me? And then try to reframe them. Am I willing to do this, even if it's hard? Am I willing to do this, even if I don't completely understand? Am I willing to do this purely because this is how I show my love for the one who died to show that he loved me?